So we've been looking at Shakespeare, and we've been looking at his writings and kind of getting an outline of his biographical information. And we've kind of been focusing a little bit on sonnets. And last class we talked about poetic meter. Does anybody remember what poetic meter is? Yeah, it's rhythm, right? And so when we think of rhythm, we have to not think of just music. We also have to think of literature, because literature also has rhythm. It has a beat that it follows. And so we put up these examples. Last time we talked about dactyl rhythm, trochee rhythm, and today we're going to be focusing on iambic pentameter. Now, iambic pentameter is Shakespeare's most famous rhythm, and it's also in most of his sonnets and plays. So when we think of iambic pentameter, we kind of have to break it down, right? But how do you do that? Well, what is iambic? Nobody in the world knows what iambic is. Well, an iamb actually has a meaning. And an iamb happens to be a measure, okay? So it's a measurement. And we want to keep that in mind because in Shakespeare's sonnets and in many of his plays, we see that often, it's broken up into sections, right? So we have to keep that in mind. Now, penta and meter. Does anybody know what penta means? Yes. 5, right? So we're going to look at this breakdown of 5. And what is meter again? What did we say that meter was? Rhythm. So it's 5 pieces of rhythm, right? So when we think of iambic pentameter, we want to think of a measurement of 5 pieces of rhythm, okay? So how do we even break that further down? What are some characteristics of iambic pentameter? Well, we've got syllables and foot and feet. What the heck is a foot and feet? I know. Well, syllables, we've got to look at 2 different kinds of syllables. Just like when we talk to each other quietly and loud. Well, we've got unstressed and stressed syllables. And unstressed syllables, they're going to look like a U. So an easy way to remember this is unstressed, big U. Okay? Now stressed syllable, that's going to be a little bit different, right? It's a big slash. So when I look at a stressed syllable of a word, it's going to be there's going to be a slash on it, right? Okay. So unstressed, big U, stressed, slash. The final one is feet. Now remember when we went back and we said meter was rhythm? Well, a foot is a way to measure that rhythm, okay? So if there's anybody who plays a flute or a violin or knows drums or piano or anything, you have measurements in a song. Well, feet are measurements, and a foot is a measurement. So feet is plural, and foot is singular. Okay? Does that make sense? Any questions so far? Okay. So let's look at this in real life. Because it's real easy to say, okay, this is what iambic pentameter is. These are some examples of characteristics of it, but we got to look at it, right? So let's look at it. So I have up here Sonnet 18, Shakespeare's most famous sonnet. And when we look at it, we're just going to look at the first full line, okay? And we've got it broken up based on iambic pentameter. So, first of all, these yellow lines, there are 5 of them in this line. The reason there's 5 is because each line represents a foot of measurement within that sonnet's line. Okay? It's a way to break it down. Now, within that line, do you guys see that U in the slash? What did we say the U was? Yes. Unstressed syllables, right. And what did we say the slash was? Stress. Okay, so when we're reading literature, we want to make sure that we understand how we're supposed to read it and how we're going to connect with it. So, let's try and read this out loud and see what we can do. So, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Did you hear that bump? The dum da dum da dum da dum da dum. That's what Shakespeare is most known for, and that is what makes his writing so unique. This is the specific rhythm that he uses in almost all of his sonnets, and that's what makes him very unique and very special in that specific way. Now these notes are going to be posted online, and you guys have also been taking notes too, so keep that in mind. We are running out of time, but we've got to look at what you guys are going to be doing tonight. So tonight, what I want you to do is there is a TED Ed video, and I want you to watch it. And it's called, Why Did Shakespeare Love Iambic Pentameter? Why is he so crazy that he loves it so much? And these are your discussion questions, okay? So how does the number of unstressed and stressed syllables contribute to the poetic meter of a poem? So how does it contribute to the rhythm? Did you notice anything unique about that specific kind of meter? What's the focus of a meter? Why does it matter? Does it matter if it's tetra, or if it's dactyl, or if it's trochee? Does it matter? And if it does, why does it matter? And third, what's the connection between Shakespeare's use of iambic pentameter in the English language? Why did Shakespeare use this? How did he connect to the people of his time using this specific use of rhythm in his writings? Okay, so this is also posted. I want to look at this tomorrow. We're going to have a discussion over it, and then we're going to further explore iambic pentameter and dissect Sonnet 18, okay? All right, thanks guys. I'll see you tomorrow.